4-6 Lakers will try to bounce back from Sunday's blowout loss to the Raptors when they host the Timberwolves tonight. Rumors have been swirling about Luke Walton's job status, but after the loss, Magic Johnson said, quote, "We are not going to fire him. The Lakers defense is one of the worst in the league." But yesterday they added Tyson Chandler, which could help. All right, Shannon, what do you expect to see from the Lakers tonight?
I expect them to win tonight, and I expect them to play much more inspired than they played on Sunday night. And let's clarify this, Skip. Magic said he's not going to fire Luke Walton this year. We only got like 35, 40 days left. He ain't said nothing about 2019, January.
Did he actually say this year?
Yeah, he said we're not going to fire him this year. See, I be parsing people's word. I be listening intently, Jen. That's what I be doing.
That is intently listening.
Skip, Luke needs this one badly. Because I was afraid that had they lost the game, I think it was Friday night in which they played Portland. I think they played Portland. And then they played Saturday night. And then they played very, very uninspired on Sunday. Yep. Skip, you can't be down 41-10. You can't lose the first quarter 42-17. That's unacceptable. And that's what happened. And especially without their best player. See, the thing is that they're talking about, well, they got to figure it out. It's hard to figure things out in the West, Skip, because you give up so much ground. There's only one team that can go on a 10, 15-game win streak, and that's Golden State. Now, what has also helped the Lakers, Skip, to be 4-6, is that Utah is not nearly as what we thought they would be. The Rockets aren't nearly what we thought they would be. The Pelicans got off to that great start. Mirotic had 30-point back-to-back game. Anthony Davis was flying high. They're not what we thought they would be. So that's kind of helped. But if things had gotten, nobody thinks Sacramento's going to make the playoffs. Right now, the Lakers, I think, are a game and a half out of the playoffs. The playoffs were to start today. So we got a lot of basketball to go. We still got 72 ball games to play.
I think Houston's going to get a little better, but just go ahead.
They might. We never will. We don't know that for sure. I'll tell you what, since you won't put it like that, the Lakers going to get better, and it's going to start tonight. Now, we don't know what Jimmy Bucket's going to do. You know, he might take another day.
He might.
He missed 2 of the last 4 games.
Yeah, he might go Kawhi tonight.
Don't do that, Skip. We're not talking about Kawhi.
True.
We're talking about the Lakers.
You brought it up.
I didn't bring up no Kawhi.
Did he not say without their best player?
Although
their best player is Kyle Lowry, and their second best is Ibaka. So I don't know who you're talking about, but go ahead.
You need to stop, Skip. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
He doesn't know.
I love the Tyson Chandler move.
Do you?
Yeah, Skip, because big guy, you don't have to run plays for. They don't run plays for JaVale. Great defender. He's been a champion. He's been defensive player of the year. He still can rebound the basketball. They still have size. And so now if JaVale McGee gets winded, he gets in foul trouble, you can go to Tyson and Chandler. You don't have to be small. Skip, playing LeBron at the 5, Kuzma at the 5, that's not going to work. You know that. I know that. Maybe at the end of ball games, you want to do that. But to play that type of lineup in the middle of the first quarter, in the second quarter, that's asking a lot.
Yep.
So I expect them to play very inspired. I expect them to play hard. I expect them to play better defense. That's what I expect. Now, I said I expect. Magic expects that too.
He does. Or the coach is going to lose his job.
Yeah. And don't make Magic and myself get upset, because then we'll have to come into the office together, Luke, and see you.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that's going to happen sooner than later. You're going to have that little chat.
Well, Magic said he's not going to fire him. So, he just made these comments on Sunday. So Magic is not going to fire him so quickly. But the seat hot.
Just very hot. So, I also believe the Lakers will win tonight. They're, in some books, about a 5-point favorite, and they should be. And I don't know whether Jimmy Butler's going to play, but I'm going to guess he will play.
Yes.
And I still believe LeBron and company will win tonight, in large part because LeBron owes his team this game after what happened at Minnesota. Dare I refresh everyone's memory on that night?
What night?
That end of game night. Remember, with 58 seconds left, if we could just go back, it wasn't that long ago, but LeBron had the ball in his hands, dribbling up the floor at 58 seconds left, and here comes Brandon Ingram giving him one pick on one side. Go, LeBron, go, drive it. No. Okay, I'll pick over here. I'll pick over here for you. Drive it, LeBron. No, wait, you're going to throw it back to poor Kuzma at the clock and make him take a contested jumper that gets blocked by Taj Gibson? What kind of a play was that?
Kuzma was supposed to be there at the beginning. I don't know why.
I don't know about that.
I know.
I think everybody's waiting on LeBron to do what he does better than maybe anybody in the history of basketball. Attack. Take it to the rack. LeBron, don't let him down like that. Well, and then it goes the other way. And what happens? Jimmy Buckets rises up over little Rajon Rondo.
Oh, little.
Well, he's 6 feet tall, maybe. What's Jimmy, 6'7"?
Yes.
And he rises up and daggers. Right between the eyes, a dagger. And that was the end of that night. And I thought LeBron should have closed that deal. Just me. He did close the deal at Portland, he saved the deal at Portland, right? It was, what were they at, 20 in the...
It was up at 20 at one point.
Yeah. So he saved the deal in Portland, and that was the most impressive close that he's given you this year so far. So tonight, I still think it'll probably be a pretty close game because it seems like just about all their games are pretty close at the end.
Well, here's the thing, was that when you have lapses defensively and you don't shoot the ball particularly well, you allow people to get back into ball games. And Skip, what happened the Sunday night, they turned the ball over. You're not shooting well. Now you turn the ball over. Teams already getting whatever they want. Ibaka looking like Will Chamberlain. I mean, dude, come on, Skip. You can't let a guy go 15 to 15.
He is capable of that. He did it to my Spurs in a playoff game once upon a time, way back when. But he is capable of doing that. And if you let him get off hot, he will stay hot. 15 for his first 15.
Yeah, that's unacceptable. Wow. That's unacceptable. So you can't let that happen.
Especially in your house with no Kawhi Leonard, right?
But again, it's going to be very interesting to see what Luke does with these lineups, how long he lets Lonzo play.
Well, interesting. I don't know. And I don't know whatever happened to that guy. What's his father's name? LeVar Ball? Is that his name? I forget.
He's in Ohio now.
He's in Ohio with his youngest son, right? He's going to high school. Way to go. Yeah. LaMelo. Love that. Back in school. It is a good move. I'm not sure it's a whole lot of school. Probably more basketball than school, but that's okay. At least he's doing high school, right? But we haven't heard from that guy who used to be LeVar Ball, and I'm just going to predict we're going to hear from him pretty soon if this keeps up.
Now, he got bigger fish. You worry about LaMelo, getting LaMelo out of high school, getting him. I don't know if he can play college. I mean, I don't know how to use. I don't even know how he's eligible to play high school.
I don't even.
But that's neither here nor there. Yep. But I tell you what, Luke Walton, you better have these guys ready to play. Now, I believe they're going to come out inspired, Skip. Ooh, I see. I feel it. I feel a 40-point first quarter coming on.
You do?
I feel a
by the T-Wolves?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Lakers.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I 70-point first half.
70?
65.
See,
65.
Starting to a minute.
65-70. For a case of do right now.
Nope.
Skip.
Nope. What
do you mean no, Skip? Do you know how hard it is to get 65, 70 points in the first half?
Not for these guys to get 65. They're highly capable of that.
Did you see them have 17 in the first quarter?
I looked at the stats this morning that said they still lead in points in the paint in the NBA, and that's because of fast breaks, not because of post-ups. You know that, and I know that.
Yeah. But where are they shooting? Outside of the paint. 3-point. Okay, you look. What about defensive rating? Where do they rank? Where the Lakers ranking defensively?
They're 28th in points allowed. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, Skip, that's only 30 teams.
Okay, I know. Okay. All right. I agree with you.
And they're high up on turnovers.
And by the way, you brought up Tyson Chandler. And in this case, this is why Luke's seat is going to get hotter for the wrong reason, like unfairly hot, because most people think Tyson Chandler is still Tyson Chandler. I'm just not sure he is. And I love Tyson. He's one of the great human beings who's ever played.
But he gives a rebounding skill. Because
I hope so, because you know what he ranks in defensive win shares? 386. That's got to be like right at the bottom. Yeah, guess how many shots he's blocked so far this year? One.
He's not a shot blocker. Okay. But I tell you what, he'll alter shots.
He will.
And 13 minutes a game, averaging 5 rebounds a game. We can use that.
Yeah,
we can use that.
So JaVale still leads the league in block shots with 34.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he led the league in block shots.
It's a year, but in defensive win shares, individually, he ranks 112, and he is the best Laker. So that just gives you a read on how bad this team is defensively. So they just got to outscore you. So could they score 70 in the first? Yeah, sure they could.
JaVale is a help defender. He's not on-ball defender.
He is not.
So it's scary.
And he does the equivalent of chase down blocks in the lane.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He swoops.
And there's going to be a lot of them because ain't nobody guarding the man on the ball.
Yeah.
Because everybody getting to the paint. And so JaVale is the last line of defense, and he's blocking shots, so he's altering shots. So that's the best we could hope for. But we can play better D than what we've been playing.
Yeah. Every once in a while, they lock up and lock down.
Yeah,
they do.
You saw LeBron, what he did in Nurkic.
Yeah. Nurkic.
Just like what he did.
Nurkic is dead. He's dead to me.
You remember what he did in Splitter? in game 2 when Splitter tried to dunk on him? You remember that, Skip?
Are you going to take credit for that?
Tiago.
Are you going to brag about that?
Tiago.
Listen, I can get higher up off the floor than Tiago.
He was never the same.
Seriously.
You remember?
I can get my feet higher off the floor.
After LeBron blocked that shot, he was never the same, Skip. They ended up shipping him to Atlanta. Now he's
out.
Probably
that was
Brazil.
it?
So
that changed him?
LeBron's done that to a lot of folks, Skip.
Tiago Splitter's got rings, so I don't know.
He got a ring.
Well, that's more than you have.
No, I got rings. I got rings.
You don't have NBA rings.
If I'd have been an NBA player, I would have.
You think so?
Yeah.
Everywhere you went, good things happen.
That's right.
Right?
That's
You
right.
just take over the locker room and lead them to the promised land?
Yep.
Any sport.
You know what? Magic should maybe bring you in.
Nah. I can't leave you, Skip. I couldn't leave you. I couldn't.
You could do both.
I couldn't respect myself if I were to leave.
Yeah. We need you here. We need you here. Okay, moving on. Next up, the Patriots had a big 31-17.